beat the shit out of him. Shit. One last stunt.
In today's video, we're recapping The Fall Guy. Stuntman Colt Seavers returns to action to find a missing actor, uncovering a dangerous plot that tests him to the limit. Stay tuned and watch our full recap. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. The movie opens with action-packed scenes featuring daring stunt performers showcasing their extraordinary skills to enhance its appeal. Colt Seavers is also a stunt performer who has a massive crush on camera operator Jody, who dreams of becoming a movie director. Colt, on the other hand, has been working as a stunt double for the movie star, Tom Ryder, for almost 6 years now. However, while filming a stunt scene for Tom, Colt breaks his back. It has damaged his most cherished career. 18 months later, while recovering from the accident, Tom's producer Gail calls Colt to offer him a stunt double role in another movie in Sydney, saying he shouldn't waste his talents. Colt refuses her in a firm voice, but when he hears the director asks for him personally, which happens to be Jody, he grabs the chance without thinking anymore. Joining the team, Colt starts preparing for his stunt scene. He does a great job. The director Jody goes to praise him, but is surprised to see that it's Colt. She never approved of him as a stunt in her film because, following the accident, Colt cut her off despite her wanting to be by his side. On the other hand, Gail brought him here while telling a lie about Jody. Jody could never forgive him till then, but Colt wants another chance from Jody and is very sorry for whatever he has done. After the shooting, Colt goes to Gail to find out why she lied, as Jody doesn't want him on the set at all. Ignoring the question, Gail tells Colt that Tom is missing. She wants Colt to find him since it may cost Jody a lot of money as a director. She manipulates him, claiming that he definitely does not want this to be Jody's first and final film. So Colt, the Fall Guy, has taken on the role of leading the search for Tom Ryder and returning him to the set. As he was sitting in the car thinking about his good time with Jody, suddenly she comes and talks to him normally, forgetting all their clashes. She's trying not to hold any grudges against him anymore. Colt goes to Tom's place to find him. He sees no one inside and starts looking through his things. Suddenly, a lady attacks him, and he learns from her that her name is Iggy Starr, an actress, and Tom's girlfriend. Iggy tells Colt that he is really drugged up and paranoid right now. He thinks someone's trying to kill him, so she suggests Colt go to a club where Tom usually hangs out. Most of the time, Tom hangs out with a drug dealer named Dune. Only people with a high profile can get into this club, so Iggy tells Colt to act like Tom inside the club. He's also his stunt double, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. People in the club think of Colt as Tom Ryder, but the drug dealer guy knows Colt because Iggy told him about Colt beforehand. Colt asks him about Tom, but he never answers and makes Colt drink. Their main plan is to take Colt from there, but when Dune's men come to take Colt, he starts fighting with them. Dune quickly runs away from the club. Colt also runs after him and stops his taxi. He asks him repeatedly where Tom is, but Dune says he only drugged Colt because they paid him to do so. Here means the guy who runs Tom's security, Dressler. After getting much-needed information from Dune, Colt goes to Pendleton Hotel to meet the mysterious guy. So, at the reception, he asks for a particular guy, Kevin, who will give him a fruit platter, a code they're using here. As Kevin gives Colt the keycard of the room, he enters using it. He finds it completely empty. After a deep search, he finds a dead guy on ice in the tub. While sitting in his car, he calls Gail and tells her everything, top to bottom. At that time, a police officer came close to his car and told him not to park there. But Colt tells him he wants to report a crime and takes him to the place where he saw the dead body. But there was no dead body, no ice. Nothing at all. Later, Colt performs his parts in the filming very well, but Gail comes to him and tells him to get on a flight as soon as possible. She also has a car waiting for him to leave right now. On the other hand, Jody waits for Colt to sing in the karaoke. Colt talks with Tom's assistant, Alma, about his disappearance. She tells him everything was very average when she last saw him, but the following day, Gail calls her to say Tom has lost his phone again, panicking. Alma found the phone and Dressler just called her to ask about it. But she couldn't give it to Gail or anyone because something on the phone could destroy Tom Ryder's career for good. Then she hands him the phone, saying that she wants a producer credit for the movie they are filming in exchange for this favor. All of a sudden, some guys come and take Alma from there. They ask Alma about Tom's phone in the car, but he already gave it to Colt. Conversely, Colt goes after them while taking Tom's dog, Jean-Claude, with him. As both vehicles got stuck, Colt ordered the dog to attack the man standing behind the vehicle. Colt also jumps on that and starts fighting with the other guys. Dressler is on the verge of making Colt fall from the car and asks him about Tom's phone as he needs some particular video from it. Gail goes to the karaoke place and tells Jody that Colt won't come because he left town. She never tells her the actual reason. Jody thinks Colt again ditched her. Colt, on the other hand, fights intensely with the guys and eventually beats them all up before coming near the karaoke place. He still has the phone with him. As he runs to meet her along with the dog, Colt hears from Dan that Jody has left already. Colt tells Dan everything about Tom and tells him to help him crack Tom's passcode. Both of them start going through all the sticky notes on the wall of Tom's place. Finally, Dan finds the right one where the passcode is written. As they unlocked the phone, they started seeing all the videos on the phone. Here, Colt also sees the dead guy partying with Tom. He is actually Tom's other stunt double, Henry. In the video, Tom kicks Henry. He loses control and hits hard with a table, which eventually makes him dead. At that time, in the news, they're broadcasting about the death of Tom's stunt double, Henry Herrera, and their prime suspect is Colt, who's last seen coming out from the hotel room. Dressler and his men come to Tom's place and prepare to go in. They fight and take down most of Dressler's guys as they enter. Meanwhile, Colt jumps from the place and finds Tom on his yacht, but a man hits him on the head, making him unconscious. Gail also tells Jody about the news of Colt being the prime suspect, but Jody never believed her. Tom reveals he caused Colt's accident. He did this to teach Colt a lesson, as he believes both Colt and Henry took too much pride in their stunt abilities. Gail also helped Tom to make the whole plan. She suggested to him to lay low and that she would handle everything. They planned to stick Colt's face on the murder video. Then they drug him and drive him and Henry's body off the Sydney Harbor Bridge in Colt's car to make it look like a suicide. As they repeatedly ask Colt about the phone, he says there's no phone, and Dressler shoots it out of his hand. Hearing that, Colt feels relieved, and his men start pouring kerosene all over the deck, including Colt's body, to burn him to death. But in a delicate way, Colt runs away, jumps into a speedboat, and goes from there quickly. In the meantime, he calls Jody and tells her why he disappeared after the accident. He's very sorry about that and is still in love with her. As Tom's men once again start shooting at him continuously, the back of the speedboat catches on fire, ultimately leading to a boat explosion. Gail knows about the news and tells Jody about Colt's death. Besides, they broadcast the murder video, sticking Colt's face on the news. But Colt didn't die. He saved himself by diving into the water. He came to meet Jody in her trailer wearing an alien costume. He told her everything and how he was wrongly framed for Tom's wrongdoing. But Gail starts knocking at the trailer, so Jody hides him in the bedroom. She starts telling about Colt's tragic death and also tells Jody to go to Fiji to get some rest. Gail will take care of everything, but Jody tells her that as she starts directing the movie, she'll finish it no matter what. Jody wants to clear Colt's name, so she wants to put Tom in a controlled environment on the set and make him confess to the crime he committed. Jody will also make him do his own stunts. So, on the sets, Tom does his scenes, and Jody lets him know that he has to do his stunt. Before doing the stunt, Jody also makes Tom wear a handcuff and tells him it will make him look cool. As they start the scene, a man enters the car and drives away. It was Colt. They even distract other cars by making smoke so they can't follow Tom and Colt. Eventually, Colt makes Tom confess his crime. The master planner is Gail. When Tom kills Henry, she wants to cover it up because she does not wish Tom to fail, as the movie and his character are fantastic. Meanwhile, Jody records Tom's confession. As Gail understands the situation, she gets the confession tape and hops on the helicopter with Tom to escape. But other stunt performers help to make smoke so the helicopter can't fly away. On the other hand, thanks to his stunt skills, Colt gets on the helicopter. After a harsh fight with Tom and Gail, he takes the tape from them. The film ends with Colt and Jody sharing a romantic moment on the beach. Besides, after releasing Tom Ryder's confession tape, Jody cast Jason Momoa as the space cowboy character in her super hit film Metastorm. The major idea of this film is that stunt professionals risk their lives while doing breathtaking stunts to enhance the film's attractiveness. Despite their significant contribution, they are frequently overlooked.